Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Back with another video today. Today's video is about embodying your higher self and what it's going to take to get you to where you want to be. For many of us, there's somebody that we envision in our head that is our higher self. Whether she is best dressed, he or she is best dressed. They're intentionally creating their own lives. And you dream to fulfill that destiny someday in meeting that higher version of yourself. What it's going to take for you to get there is by constantly showing up as this person every single day and making new choices every single day. So when you wake up, what does your normal routine look like? You're gonna have to start switching some things up so that you can start changing the person that you have been into the person that you want to become. So your morning routine, what does that look like for you? What does it look like for your higher self? And comparing the two and seeing what you need to rework in that routine to start implementing better habits, better structure, discipline throughout the days that then eventually leads to the weeks, the months, and then the years. And one day you'll just wake up and realize that you are this person that you've always dreamed to be. But we're gonna talk about the in-between because it's so easy to imagine who it is that we want, what it is that we want out of this life, whether it's the dream car, the nice house, the family, travel, whatever it is that you desire. Your why for it all has to be very strong. And until it's strong, you won't become that person because it's just not strong enough. You don't want it bad enough. So if you're wondering how you're going to get there, like what's really going to leave that spark or plant that seed in your mind to actually put in the work and work towards what it is that you want, your why has to be really strong. So if you don't have a strong why, that could be as to why you're not where you want to be because you're not giving it enough time, attention, and effort like you say you want it. You don't want it bad enough. But all you have to do is rework your why and just really sit with yourself and find out what this life means for you, what happiness looks like for you, what fulfillment looks like for you, what do you like to do, and reworking your world around that. Center yourself and decenter everything else because you have something to fulfill within yourself, and doing that will bring so much good to you. It'll bring new relationships, a community that's meant for you. It'll bring you what it is that you desire, what you're looking for, your passions, all of the above. So yes, just rework your why, understand what it is that you want, get very clear and specific, and take your time with this too. It doesn't have to be in one sitting. This is something you can work over like a week's time just to really sit and ponder and figure out what you want. And once you start to have that strong enough why, like you're really gonna start to get after it because why? You're just doing things that you love. You're doing things that bring you fulfillment, that bring you joy. And this is where you start to align yourself with what it is that you're asking for because you're taking your growth and development seriously. You're ready for this change. You're open-minded to it. You want to walk this path of uncertainty, but you just want to try. You want this change. You're starting to want it bad enough. And following on this journey, you build this relationship with yourself. You have a new appreciation for what you've gone through. So like your past mistakes, traumas, just anything that didn't serve you, but you're coming to realize is just a part of life, and how you can move past it is what really matters between the present and the future. The past is the past, it's already written. there's no point in living or dwelling there anymore, and you just can't go your whole life staying in that own perspective, and just you can't get anywhere if you're constantly living in the past. It's as simple as that. So you start focusing on the present now, what you can do to become a better person, to change these behaviors, these mistakes, to learn from what you've gone through and actually grow as a person, because again, that is something that you want to do for yourself. You want to become better. You want to become all of the things. You want this change. And it is a lot of self and inner work that you have to put in. But I can guarantee you it's the best. It's really messy. But it is the best relationship. Like you're building a strong bond with yourself. You're facing yourself. You're facing shame. You're facing guilt. You're facing resentment. You might be facing jealousy. You might be facing like just these things that you've not maybe paid attention to, that you're starting to pay attention to now, and like triggers. And so you're just healing yourself. You're learning to become a better person for yourself and for those around you. And that is going to call for a lot of change in your environments, in your surroundings. You might outgrow some people. You might outgrow some relationships, some friendships, people, family. It is what it is, but when you start to center yourself first and understand that you have to do what is best for you, and especially if you've tried to be better and it's not appreciated, you have to go where you're wanted, where you're loved, where people are focusing on who you are trying to become and not who you've been. Because those people are always going to see you from a certain view. They're never going to see you anything other than that, and that is not healthy for you, because we're all human. We do deserve forgiveness. We deserve a lot. We deserve compassion. But if anybody in your life is not understanding of that, it's only going to pull you down. And you're trying to grow, you're trying to go up. So at that point, it is what it is. Your God is going to start removing, the universe is going to start removing people from your life who no longer fit, and start to make space for the people who are meant to be there, who do see you for who you are, who you're trying to become, and respect where you've been. And that is what matters. So when you start to have an understanding of that too, you're then becoming more in alignment with your future self. You are finding nurturing relationships. You are building a nurturing relationship with yourself so that you can have a healthier environment, you can have a healthier soul, and that way you can start growing and flourishing into who it is that you want to become. So it is a lot of self-work. It gets messy, like I said, but it's the best work that you can do, and that is on yourself. And just understanding, like, what does this person's day-to-day life look like? So what does your higher self desire? What do you want to do for work? What is your purpose? What moves you? What's your passion? Understanding and getting super clear on that, and just building from there. And it's baby steps. It's baby steps. Do not overwhelm yourself in the beginning. There's no need for that, because you're not there yet. And once you have that acceptance that you're not there, and not being afraid to be a beginner and letting go of perfectionism, you're on your way, baby. Like, the quicker you work through this, and the quicker you have this understanding, and the quicker that you grasp this focusedness and this consistency towards becoming better, it speeds up your timeline. Like, the longer you put it off, the longer it's going to take. And don't let you have all of this self-awareness and do nothing about it, because that's just torture. And there's no need to torture yourself. There's no need to be mean to yourself. And one thing that I've come to realize is I find that I give a lot of people compassion. I give a lot of people forgiveness, non-judgment, just simply like letting people be themselves. But it's like, why do I have such a hard time giving myself that same love and that same respect and that same compassion. It just makes no sense, you know? So start giving yourself the love that you give others. And it's funny because I actually have this quote tattooed on me, and a couple weeks ago one of my friends, she reminded me of that quote. She said it and I was like, yeah, that's crazy. I had that tattooed on me and I seem to forget it. So it is what it is, you know, it's life. So it's just the balance between the two. But you have to remember where you're trying to go and who you're trying to become, because you don't want to constantly watch other people and constantly wish to be other people. Not necessarily like as far as like looks or what they have, but more so their confidence within themselves to keep showing up, to keep expressing themselves, not afraid to be seen, not afraid of success, not afraid of failure. Just a lot of things. Like, we're all meant to go through this same journey. It's just some people get on it and some people prolong it and some people never unlock it. And you just don't want to live a life like that. Like, I promise you, on the other side it feels so much better. Like, just think, I'm not going to say you're not going to have no anxiety, you're not going to have no type of fear, no type of, you know, negative feelings, but you just know how to maneuver through it. You know how to go through it easier because you know yourself, you've worked through it, and you know how to pick yourself back up to get yourself back. You've already tasted that other side, so you know how to get yourself back. But for those who have never tasted that side and still on that journey, you just have to keep working at it. And I don't know if you've seen this poster. It's like there's two guys, they're dating in the mind, and then they're like both so close to treasure, but one gives up and turns the other way, and then the other one is like still going and he receives the diamonds. Like, never give up, because that picture's so real. It sits with me. I know I've seen it floating around social media, but I'm pretty sure I saw that in a classroom when I was younger. Besides the point, but that lives in my head because you never know how close you are. And as long as you keep working at it, it's able to come. But the moment that you give up, it's never going to come. So why give up? You know, it's okay to rest, but just don't give up. Don't give up. You got this. You can do it. I can too. Like, that's why I'm showing up today, making this video. So very proud of myself, getting back on my own routine, reframing my why, and just working every day from there. That is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye guys.